Hello. What's going on? Alright, so I can't see if I'm aiming right here because most of this video is going to be from me looking on that side, looking out, and showing you guys a little bit of an update. Kind of like I'm just, I'm sleep deprived, I'm suds filled, and I'm in rest mode. I got that load yesterday morning, coming from wherever the hell it was. What was it? Oklahoma? 1,000-mile run yesterday morning. Left at about, picked up at 9 a.m. I think. 1,000 miles, 1,020 miles. Dropped off here in Romeo, not here, but up here in Romeo, Michigan. I got here at 4 a.m. My drop time was 9:30, so I figured, awesome, I'm going to lay down and get some sleep. I was really thrilled because this was the first test I actually had of my bed. Yeah, that bed. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Talk a lot about it here in a minute. It was the first test of it riding above cargo, and it rocked it for the most part. But I crawl in the bed and I fall asleep. Not an hour and a half later, ringy dingy dingy, where you at? They're like calling me, trying to find out where I'm at. I'm like, I'm not supposed to drop until 9:30. They're like, well, you can drop whenever you want. That's just the end time. I'm like, well, then why are you bugging me? Either way, I forget sometimes to check if I can drop early. So I was already awake, and I'm the type that once I wake up, can't go back. This is going to be a long one, which means my arm is getting sore. Let's work it out. So I stopped for the night, only a mere 10 minutes away from the actual drop zone. It makes it sound all official. And I could have just driven it right in and dropped. So I woke up, they called, woke me up and all that. So I took it on in. And after I dropped, I came back to this Walmart and tried to go to sleep. And my body just doesn't work that way. I'm a non-sleeper. Unless I got some beers or whiskeys or just be left alone, I can get to sleep. But once I get to sleep, I got to be left alone. Well, so now it's, what, 5 in the afternoon? And I'm working on about an hour worth of sleep since yesterday morning at about 6 or so. So if I act a little punchy drunky, I am. But I'm going to sleep great tonight. And then hopefully get some awesome miles for tomorrow, which I'm confident because we're up in Michigan. This is like, my understanding, second best zone out of Chicago, outside of Chicago. So looking forward to it. I'm actually thinking about trying to do just a whole bunch of short runs because there's a ton of them coming out of here. And hopefully, maybe hooking up with some buddies down in Indiana this weekend. But there was something I was going to point out. Oh, nerds. I forget. Oh, bed. Okay. So, here. Oh, yeah, now I can turn it this way. Okay. So, here's how the bed works. Now, if you saw the picture the other day, I don't have my laptop, so I had the bed up to about here. I had plenty of room to sleep. It was great. The cargo was 35 inches tall, and with there's no hookers under here, right? I got all the pieces out. Okay, cool. Okay, with the bed and this and everything, 35-inch tall cargo, I was able to still swing above it, and sleep under. My big old fat butt was still able to sleep under there comfortably. It was awesome. So, bonus. That was cool. Problem, these things going across here. You got all this headroom up here, and I'm 6'1". I used to be 6, well, think I'm only about 6 foot now. I used to be 6'1.5", but I'm old, and I think because I'm fat, I like skished it down, because I have to go tippy toe to touch. But every day, bunk every day, and I'm sad of it, tired of it. So I figured this is what I'm gonna do. So, okay, these are kind of expensive, but these things right there, wait, yeah, right there, the metal that I've got right there at like Home Depot. This is some really strong stuff. It's a little pricey. It's like 20 bucks for, I think it's a 10-foot stick. And unfortunately, it's just not enough to reach across with one stick. So I'm thinking, here's a couple of my ideas. And Wyatt, my buddy, Wyatt, he is a freaking mechanical genius. What's your opinion? I'm thinking, now I just thought of a new thing, but my first thought was a 2x6 to run about like that and run across like so, zipped into here, boom, 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 and then that square angle resting on top of it and then screwed down into it, going across. That would put that up this way, like so, and that would give me that much more room. So at worst, I'd be about here, you know? That's where I'm thinking of going. And then I could do that on both sides. Over there now. Go on now. What do you think, Wyatt? I hardcore respect your geniusness of mechanical items and stuff. By the way, you babysitting them shot glasses? Like you use them once in a while? I hope so, because they weren't sent just for decorations. Thought about picking up a few more for you. If you like them and you want them, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of places I've never hit before. I might just start doing that. Anyways, I say that because years ago, I used to collect shot glasses from Harley dealerships all over the country. I had a killer collection, and then I just wasn't doing anything with them. I didn't want, and Wyatt, you guys got to check this dude out, man. Wyatt One Able, great friend of mine. He's been to my house. I've been to his house. His house is way cooler. A 2-story cabin up in the mountains of his particular state. I don't want to blow up his spot, but absolutely beautiful. He's got this full mechanic shop, lift, everything that he built himself, and he does that for fun. He's a pilot on the side. Killer wife, the Kraut. She's awesome, killer cook. She made us up some killer food the night I was there. I don't remember what it was, but it was awesome. And they're just awesome people. Go check out his channel if you want to learn or just share information. Like, he asks questions because, I mean, he's not perfect. He's obviously not pretty either, but maybe he's asking a question you can answer. Maybe he can answer the question you're looking for. Check him out. He's gotten into that stuff, and it's pretty badass. But Wyatt, do you think that would work? I kind of think that would be my best option. Like, bring it all up higher. I think that's pretty good deal. Anywho, okay. I accidentally shut off the camera. If you're watching this, then I figured out how to, in the little phone editor that I have, stitch these two together. And I had to watch it again so that I could see where I was at. And I realized I'm a dummy. And you people are obviously very starved for entertainment. But either way, I left out a few things. Talking all this shit about Wyatt, like, if you need to know something or what, okay, he works on cars. He's got like I forget what they are. He's got some old vehicles he's restoring. He does the baddest ass thing I've seen him do that I just freaking dig. It's probably pretty easy, but just his brain, the way it works. He made a stereo in the dash of his old truck that looks like just a regular stereo, but you push it, boink, a shelf comes out and you got a place to put your pistol or your hooker parts and your ropes and nooses and stuff. Maybe your lifesavers and extra keys. Anyways, but he does a lot of, he's a wrencher. He digs working on cars, and that's what he does. And he's always reaching out for information from other people. Other people are getting information from him. He's awesome. Also, the other thing I mentioned is I said, you know, one of the ideas on this was, you know, the 2x6. The other thing was, why here, this was more for you. This is where I was trying to go with it in the beginning, but I'm dumb. Speaking of dumb. Hydration. It's my day off. Give me a break. Okay. And for you that say it's all illegal, it's not. Okay? This is a house. I live here. Believe it or not, those rules apply. Rather than a 2x6 going across hill, another piece of that, because, oh, that's the other thing. I said those square angles only come in 10-foot lengths, and they wouldn't reach across. Obviously, one of them will reach across. I meant I couldn't buy one stick that would reach across on both sides. So, with that, I'm thinking each stick, I could have one that goes all the way across and have enough left over to screw in that piece to go across. And then the other one, do the same thing on the other side and do it that way and not have to use any wood. Because I'm a heterosexual. I don't like wood. Unless I'm by myself. I wish I could still edit, because then I'd like do a cutaway and make it all sad and like sad music in the background. Like, you'd all feel bad. Whatever. Anyways, that's where I was going with that. The other thing I realized is that this looks like shit. It looks like I have no room for any cargo. Well, guess what? Right this second, I don't, because I'm in chill mode. Believe it or not, when, like, tomorrow morning when I wake up, this bed is going up on the wall. Everything will be up against the seats. I will have room for at least 2 full skids and ready to go. You know, that's just kind of, oh, I got my buddy back. Went and dealt with my van today. Got my cargo van into storage. It was a sad day. Did I just hit the button again? Nope, I didn't. Okay. I saw something silly. Picked up my van, drove it to the spot. Man, that transmission, once it warms up, it starts howling at you. And then it starts just not wanting to jump in gear. I don't get it. I don't understand how that damn thing went bad like that. It was so perfect. And then I had it serviced, and it was at a place that I trust. I know him. I drink with the guy when I'm there. And then 30,000 miles, boom, it's just trash. But anyways, I drove the thing to there, and I was like, man, I forget how comfortable it is driving it and how much I love that thing. I really do. I can't stand up in it like this. Okay, I get that. But realistically, with the money that I owe on it and the money I can make with it, being an owner-operator, owner-operator, is crazy compared to making only 40% doing this. But the thing that I couldn't deal with was not being able to stretch out when I sleep, because I'm too tall in one of those vans to sleep sideways. Even in this van, I can't to sleep this way. I'm too tall. But I'm driving it today, and why I didn't think of this before. Wyatt, here again, your engineering mad skills. And Eric, Jesus, Red. This dude creates some killer custom builds in these vans. I'll put a link down to his channel. He's getting ready to do Gio's van. He did another dude's van recently. Makes some badass sleeper systems in here and just sets them up awesome. give me some, both of you. This would be awesome. Okay, so in my van, I'm driving it today, my cargo van, and I'm fantasizing of. I've got a source that I could go to for a loan, but it's going back to old school that I don't want to do. But I mean, I'm fine paying fat interest, but I don't like the circumstances with these individuals. I don't deal with no more. But it's running through my brain because I just don't know what to do. This van is just going to sit there in storage. Anyways, I was bummed. I'm driving. It's like, God, I forgot how comfortable this thing is. It's great. And I'm looking across, and in that van, I don't have the seat here. And I'm thinking, damn, I could take like this bed and like set it right on top of one of them little tiny cube refrigerators right here, and like make, like towards, like down about here. Whoop, there you go. Down about right here, put a hinge on the bottom. So if cargo comes back, I could still carry 96 inches of cargo before I have to fold this up. And if I do have to bring more, I could fold the end of the bed up. And then, I would sleep a little awkward, but I'd still have a spot. But 99% of the time, I can stretch out. And that was the whole issue with despising living in that van. I can't believe I didn't think of that before. Give me your thoughts on that, guys. Wyatt and Red. I think that'd be pretty badass. Underneath, I could have just like before, have my batteries up front. Have the refrigerator under there. I still, have full scenery sights, and I don't know. Give me your thoughts. I just got all excited thinking about this today. Being able to, go back. I want to learn. Anybody out there that knows how to set up an escrow? Matt, the guy that owns this van that I run for with Service Pros, smart dude. I dig him. I love running with him. Has talked to me about like setting up an escrow if I ever get back to being an owner operator. Setting up an escrow for maintenance, so that like 10% or whatever percent of every run goes directly into that escrow, and I can only pull it out for maintenance or upgrades to the van. Not like, I need a drink tonight, let's go pull out from the escrow, that kind of thing. So I need to figure out, I want to learn how to set up an escrow, how that all works. I want to, my wife is taking over finances because she's really good with it. In other words, she hates letting me spend a penny. It's taking some getting used to, but I see the benefits of it, and it's working now because she's taken over that all for quite a while now, and it's kicking ass. I'm learning that this shit just doesn't fall out of the sky. It's crazy. But she's doing a killer job, and I think if at some point I can, I don't want to sound like a little bitch here. I don't know how I'm going to come up with that on, running at 40%. I don't know. Maybe I will somehow or another. I know there's so many comments going, well, fucking put down that beer. Well, guess what? I still need a life. Whatever. I'm not going to sit here and play. Y'alls, check out Wyatt One Able. Check out Eric Red. He doesn't have a YouTube channel that I know of, but he does have a Facebook channel where he shows pictures of his builds. They are killer. And he's getting ready to do his first non-working Expeditor build. In other words, basically building an RV out of a Dodge ProMaster 3500 high top extended for Geo, a good buddy of mine. That's going to be traveling the nation. Speaking of which, check out his channel. Lost Souls, something like that. There'll be a link down there for his too. His may not be for everybody, but watch his first couple ones. He lost his wife and it was unexpected, and he is taking her ashes throughout the entire country and sharing and experiencing that whole process with everybody that he meets up with. And it's pretty wild. Some of it is, you know, tear-jerking. It's inspiring. It's, to me, you know, it's to each their own, but I think there's going to be some beautiful things on that channel. Some beautifully, you know, some heart-wrenching, some hilarious things, because he's a funny dude. I mean, obviously you have to be funny. No, I'm not even going to go there. Geo, you know what I'm talking about. You goof. But he's a killer dude. So you guys remind me in the comments below if I don't put the links in there. Say, you dummy, you didn't put the links in for Wyatt One Able, for Red, for Geo. Also, if by chance you were able to guess my, never mind. That's I've got an idea for a game I want to start playing on these videos. Yo, this is gonna be a long video. This is crazy, and I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to stitch these two together. But if I do, awesome. You guys, thank you. I dig you all watching. I dig the comments. You guys are awesome, and I'm having a blast out here. I love living on the road. My wife could be out here with me. That would be the best. I'd never want to go home if she was out here with me. One day, it will happen. In the meantime, y'alls, take it easy. And, you know what? Just be nice to somebody. Walk by and go, how you doing? To a perfect stranger. It can make a difference. Ah, y'all. I'm going to make an awkward, like, turn and scroll because I have to turn it off. Goodbye.